Hi guys, it's Mrs. Palmer. We're going to get right back to it. Dinosaurs Before Dark. I don't know if you remember yesterday, but Jack had forgotten his backpack and had to run back into the path of the Tyrannosaurus Rex and was very frightened about how he was going to get back to the treehouse when all of a sudden there was a great shadow above him, the Petrodon. Let's find out what happens. Chapter 9, The Amazing Ride. The Petrodon coasted down to the ground. He stared at Jack with his bright, alert eyes. What was Jack supposed to do? Climb on? But I'm too heavy, thought Jack. Don't think, just do it. Jack looked at the Tyrannosaurus. He was starting up the hill. His giant teeth were flashing in the sunlight. Okay, don't think, just do it. Jack put his book in his pack. Then he eased down onto the Petrodon's back. He held on tightly. The creature moved forward. He spread out his wings and he lifted off the ground. They teetered this way, then that. Jack nearly fell off. The Petrodon steadied himself, then rose into the sky. Jack looked down. The Tyrannosaurus was chomping in the air and staring up at him. The Petrodon glided away. He sailed over the hilltop. He circled over the valley, over all the nests filled with babies, over all the giant duck-billed dinosaurs. Then the Petrodon soared out over the plain, over the Triceratops who was grazing in the high grass. It was amazing. It was a miracle. Jack felt like a bird, light as a feather. The wind was rushing through his hair. The air smelled sweet and fresh. He whooped and he laughed. Jack couldn't believe it. He was riding on the back of an ancient flying reptile. Oh my gosh, look guys, what a day that would be. There's Jack on the Petrodon. And look at that Tyrannosaurus Rex, just chomping his teeth in the air. What a day. The Petrodon sailed over the stream, over the ferns and the bushes. Then he carried Jack down to the base of the oak tree. When they came to a stop, Jack slid off the creature's back and landed on the ground. Then the Petrodon took off again and glided into the sky. Bye, Henry, whispered Jack. Are you okay? Annie shouted from the treehouse. Jack pushed his glasses up into place. Then he kept staring at the Petrodon. Jack, are you okay? Annie called. Jack looked up at Annie. He smiled. Thanks for saving my life, he said. That was really fun. Climb up, said Annie. Jack tried to stand, and his legs were so wobbly. He felt a bit dizzy, too. Hurry, shouted Annie. He's coming. Jack looked down. The Tyrannosaurus was heading straight toward him. Jack bolted up the ladder. He grabbed the sides and started up. Hurry, hurry, screamed Annie. Jack scrambled into the treehouse. He's coming toward the tree, Annie cried. Suddenly, something slammed against the oak tree. The treehouse shook like a leaf. Jack and Annie tumbled into the books. Make a wish, cried Annie. Make a wish. We don't need the book. Or we do need the book. The one with the picture of the Frog Creek, Jack said. Where is it? He pushed some books aside. He had to find the book about Pennsylvania. Where was it? Oh, there it is. He grabbed it and tore through it, looking for a photograph of Frog Creek Woods. He found it. Jack pointed to the picture. I wish we could go home to the picture. I wish we could go home, he shouted. The wind began to moan softly at first. Hurry, Jack yelled. The wind picked up. It was whistling now. The tree started to spin and spin and spin. It spun faster and faster and faster. Jack closed his eyes. He held on tightly to Annie. And then everything was still. Absolutely still. What do you think happened? Do you think they made it away before the Tyrannosaurus Rex shook the treehouse? I bet they did. I'll see you guys tomorrow and we'll find out. Bye.